Hello.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
Great. Feeling feeling very good. Had a nice weekend.
You look good.
Thanks, man. How are you? Yeah, I've heard you have some stories to tell.
Not like an anecdote, if you will. But
Yeah, we can save it.
first off, welcome back to On the Map. I am Marco, if you don't know,
I'm Anthony.
and this is episode 6. So kind of getting on with it.
Yeah, dude, we're finally doing the thing. What did we get to last time? Like
Um,
probably
I can
six.
I can tell you. Let me see. Let me
I
check the
feel like we
page.
we probably got to like five, maybe.
Dude, I unlisted all those videos. Like those are not touching public eye again.
Man,
We
man.
got to the last one was episode 4 where we talked about. Do you remember like talking about Voldemort being a theater nerd? Do you remember that?
Bro, that was actually a great bit.
That was a great bit.
So this was a fire bit. It
That was
was
a
like,
great bit.
what was it? It was he was like working on his name and
Yeah. He's
because
like
it's
trying to
so
figure out how to align the letters with Tom Marvolo Riddle.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
dumb.
It's
He's
so
like
stupid.
using every single letter. He must have named himself like Ord Volt or what was it?
Yeah, something like that. It was really funny. You guys had to be there.
You had to be there. Or you could have
Uh,
watched our podcast, which means if
yeah.
they watch that
You get a
and
veterans
they're
discount.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
The everybody else watching is fucking stealing valor.
Yeah, right. But yeah, welcome back. I'm very happy to say this is the furthest that we've gotten with our podcast.
Yeah.
Also, not sure who's watching, but shout out to the viewers because I mean, this is in no means a lot by any mean like any standard, but went from like 7 views in the first day to 60. And
Hell yeah.
I don't know who's watching, if you're even watching the whole thing, but appreciate the views, appreciate
Yeah.
the likes on the video. Shout out to my one of my bestest friends from home, AJ. He's also in the California side actually. He subscribed and watched the video. I miss you. Hope you're doing good.
AJ Pingle?
No, 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 no. Like old family friend.
Oh,
Like
okay.
basically my cousin. Yeah. He
Nice.
is I think an RN or a travel nurse or something like that. I don't want to butcher it,
Mm.
but shout out to him, saving lives. Good person. But yeah, episode 6. Um, sorry. How are you?
I'm good, dude. I like your shirt.
Thank you. I was gonna say I like your crew neck.
Thanks, dude. I got this was the one I got at Tufa's. Remember when they were doing the
The Earth Day.
giveaway?
They're doing that
Yeah,
soon
that
because
would
Earth Day again.
be Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Dude, you should go
I
get
haven't
some
climbed in a month, and I might go back just so I can get some shit.
steal some shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I also got this there. This is my water bottle. I use both of these
Oh
like
yeah.
every day.
I just found my chalk bag. Ask me where it was.
Which one was it?
It was I don't know, one of the nicer ones. I've never had a chalk bag before, but I paid $3 for it at Tufa's. And
In the back of your car.
no, it was in a shoebox in my mom's garage. I don't
The
know why.
hell?
But I was looking for my shoes and I opened the box and I went, that's where it was. But I have it now. That chalk is 10 years old. I think I gotta replace it.
What do you think? What do you think is what else is like hiding in a shoebox in your mom's garage?
I've
Like
definitely
Elvis,
hidden like probably.
Amelia
There's
Earhart.
yeah, I think yeah. My shoeboxes in my garage are like the Bermuda Triangle, I guess. Or like a black hole. I know I hid money in one of the shoeboxes, so either my mom found it and took it, or it's still like anyone's game to find it.
Does the garage look like you guys are hoarders? Because that's how my garage looks like at home.
Yeah, yeah, it's really bad. It's my mom actually gets embarrassed and sad about it. She's like, "This is so ugly." We have we have just a ridiculous amount of things. I want to take a picture and send it to you because I don't feel like you'd believe me
Dude, for
if I
your
told
mom's
you.
sake, don't
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
right.
If she
You're right.
found out you sent a picture to that, dude,
Yeah, I know. That's a good point. I'm not gonna
you
do
get
that.
spazzed on.
I know. I'll just leave it. Maybe like for her birthday or something, or like her retirement gift when she retires. I'll just clean the garage.
Yeah. You ever do something when you were younger to like piss your mom off, and like as soon as you do it, you were like, I should have never thought to even cross her like that.
Yeah. Not her specifically, but I for some reason thought 12-year-old me was slick enough to not get caught. No, what's fifth grade? 10?
10, I think.
Okay. So I'm really bad at social studies and history. I've always been, even like AP history. So fifth grade, we had a test and I just didn't study for it at all. And I get the test back and I literally think I got a 43 or something like that. And it was so bad that my history teacher had to tell me to get it signed by my parents so that like they acknowledge it and we can work on it.
Oh.
And a 43, dude, that is a spanking and like hitting me in the head and making me kneel with my arms out for like an hour and just staying there.
What?
Oh, you've never done that before? Is that not
I've
is
I've
that
never
not normal?
done medieval torture.
It's not torture, bro. It's just punishment.
This is insane.
Yeah.
How an hour?
Maybe not an hour. It felt like an hour.
Is this like representing like the crucifixion?
Oh, dude, maybe. It was just, I mean, look, it's hard to do, right?
I
So
don't feel good at all.
it's been 35 seconds.
And I'm a grown adult. Like this is
Yeah.
also like 10-year-old Marco.
Yeah. Anyways, I had to get a test signed by her or
Mm.
by my dad, and I didn't
By
want
your
to.
dad?
Yeah, like one or the other. So,
Who would you pick in that situation?
well, I didn't tell either of them. What I did, I forged their signature, and in my mind, when I was 10 years old, forging a signature just meant writing their name in cursive.
Well, that's what it meant in my mind right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. So I wrote Alexis Santos in the sloppiest cursive ever, and I gave it to my teacher, and she looks at it. She goes, "Your dad signed this." I go, "Yep." She goes, "If I called him right now, he would know about this test, and he would say that he signed it." And then I go, "Yeah, call him." Don't know why I said that. I said, "Yeah, call him." So she didn't
Oh,
call him. She didn't call my bluff, but she was like, "You better tell him right now because I know this is baloney." So I went up to him when I got home that day, and he was home, and I go, "Hey, Dad, I gotta tell you something." He goes, "What?" I just sheepishly pull out the sheet from my backpack face down and just give it to him folded up. So he opens it. And as soon as he turns it around to open it, I just start hugging him and crying because like I felt so guilty. So as soon as he opened it, I just go. I start crying. He goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Like pushes my head away. He's like, "Why would you do that?" Dude, I got grounded for like 2 weeks. It was so funny. It
yeah,
it was really funny.
you were cruising for a bruise and putting in a
Yeah.
43 on the test, dude.
Yeah, I was asking for it. I not
Oh
only
my
did I
god.
flunk the test, I committed forgery, not good forgery, and then I got punished even more. So yeah, that is I flew too close to the sun on that one.
Dude, if you were close to getting like tarred and feathered.
Yeah, I know, I know it was really bad,
Oh
but
my god.
after that, I just owned my flunks. I would just be like, "Yeah, I got 50, but at least I didn't forge the signature this time." Like, he'd be like, "But yeah, what about you?"
When your dad takes his belt off and you're just like, "Oh no. I fucked up."
I actually didn't get that when I was younger. Did
Mm.
you?
Yeah, but like every time it was like it was valid. Because that was like it was like a special occasion like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Anthony just like destroyed a family heirloom or something." It's,
1,000 years old.
it's time to break out the leather. No, but yeah, that was only like probably like less than 5 times that I
I
can
was gonna
remember.
say, I feel like our generation of kids is kind of the last generation of parents spanking them and like hitting them.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, cross your fingers.
we could be the ones.
Don't get me wrong, my parents are chill as hell now. I promise. Sometimes, but you know, whenever I just disappoint them now, they're just like
Which is
they just kind of
worse.
yeah, they kind of just expect it, which is worse.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? What a way
Dude,
to
if I
open up a pot.
I feel like if I want to punish my kids when I'm older, it would be cool to do like be like get like a big tire and
Yeah,
be like get in the tire and then roll them down a hill. Like punishment where they might not get hurt, but
yeah,
like you could break an arm,
yeah,
but you could have a great time,
yeah.
you know?
I think you should add like a reward after that. So if you get to a nice enough hill and you just say, "Hey, this is your punishment, but if you get down to the bottom and you go 30 seconds without throwing up and stand completely still, it's a wash. All things are good." And I
Yeah,
think your kids will be very dedicated.
or make them like you know the thing with the bat and you spin
Yeah.
around. You have to do that for 20 minutes.
And then try and like pin a tail on the donkey somewhere. And if you get it
Yeah.
perfectly, then you're not punished anymore. Yeah, we would be awesome parents.
Yeah, give me a kid right now, dude. I'm ready.
You don't mean that.
I don't mean that.
You don't mean that at all.
I really don't mean it. I'm good.
You think you do want kids though?
Do me?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that like like introspectively like you think you want to have kids until this happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, yes, I do want to have kids.
Within the next 10 years.
Yeah, I would like to be a younger parent
Okay.
because I feel like there's benefits of like you get to live with your kids longer and
Yeah.
like you're doing the hardest part of parenting, which is like 2 to probably like it's probably like 2 to 18
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
like your younger years. So I feel like
Yeah.
that would be ideal, but financially, that will never be a reality for me.
You never know. You never
I
know. It could happen.
I'm like actively choosing to be broke by
Oh,
being on this career path, but it's
yeah,
worth
but
it.
that's what you like. That's what you're passionate about, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not
I'm
like it's
more
for naught.
yeah, I'm more passionate about this
Than a
than
kid?
having mini me's. Yeah, I don't need them.
Yeah. One of you is enough to deal with.
I know. It would and yeah, and if it was just like me, I'd probably just be like pissed off. He knows all my moves.
He knows all my moves is crazy. Hey, don't hate me. But speaking of, parenting and like a mini you kind of version,
Yeah.
is K drama.
Okay.
It's the same K drama I've been watching. When
Yes. The
life gives
tearjerker.
you tangerines, the big tearjerker. Oh, I watched. I kind of took a break because I was busy. There were 16 episodes, and I just finished watching episode 12. It wasn't even that sad, but just the way I was kind of empathizing with it, dude, I started bawling my eyes. Like it was 2:30 in the morning, and I honestly think Kevin could have heard me from across the room. You could have just hear it muffled, like tears on my shirt, on my pillow.
Don't you
That's a
think
really
Kevin's
good
used to it by
show.
now though?
Yeah, yeah, he hears me crying every other night, but at least this time it was from a entertainment medium
Yeah.
instead of
Dude,
just my thoughts.
this is a good week for you, dude. Like lots of crying, Earth
Yeah,
Day,
yeah.
birthday.
Hey, the Earth Day birthday.
Birthday combo is sweet.
Yeah, yeah. So that show's almost done. That one's I said like about parenting and doing everything for your children. And then that anime, I can't believe it's been a month since I told you about this. The
Yeah,
anime
holy
where I
shit.
watch an episode a night, Your Lie in
Hmm.
April. I'm on. I have 3 episodes left. for tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday night into my birthday. That's crazy. Time's moving by so quick, and that's gonna make me cry too. Let's go. I have a whole agenda to cry, and I'm happy about it.
Dude, no, it's fresh. I can wish you a happy birthday at 9 p.m. that
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
So it'll still be early and I'll be like, happy birthday, and then go right to sleep because I go to bed at fucking 9 every night.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm turning 24. Put a little birthday crown on my head. Yeah, feels like 38. Actually, feels like 2059, but
Like
whatever.
your brain or body or both.
You know my body's bad, dude. I have
Quick
physically,
shout out, real quick.
yeah.
Quick shout out to Pat Wilson. You know my body.
Say that again?
Really quick interlude. I'm sorry. This girl that me and Pat used to work with, she was like flirting with Pat.
The Russian one?
No, no. And like Pat wasn't really into it,
Mhm.
but whatever. And she she texted him, she was like, I know you want it, or something like that. And then she just hit him with, you know my body. it was it
Oh,
was so funny. It was
that's
like,
disgusting.
I know, but respect. Respect for
Yeah,
shooting your
shoot
shot.
or shoot. I mean,
That might be more game than I have ever put together.
yeah,
So
same.
so you know my body. I
Shout
love it.
out Pat, dude.
Shout out to Pat. P. Willie.
I asked him to surprise you and come on the pod tonight, but he's working till 1 a.m. And Cade's also packing, so no surprises. And Kevin said no, so
Dang, he got turned down. Zach would
yeah.
be cool to have on here. I'd love to talk about his job.
He would. He's just super busy, man. He's
Yeah.
he's he's got a lot of motion. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Is he do you know if he ever plans on putting out music? Like,
I think so. I feel like that's a yeah. I don't
dude,
know if it's
listening to
a
him
solo
jam
thing. I
was
know.
sick.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And he does that with his friends all the time. I just miss him. I barely see him. He's my
Yeah.
roommate. I could see if he wants to come on one time. Even not even for the whole thing, maybe like the first session or something.
Yeah.
But that would be
You were
cool.
you were gonna say your body's turning how old this year?
My body, I think, is turning 24,900,000. I think if you took an X-ray of my bones, they would legitimately show rust on like the ball joints and stuff.
He needs some milk.
I need a new body. I need the Lazarus pit or something. It's I played basketball for 3 hours at home with my cousin. First off, he fixed my shot. I'm cash now. And by
Is this your
cash,
little cousin?
yeah, my little cousin plays basketball.
Which one?
Adrian,
Adrian plays basketball?
yeah, he's gross. So we were taking like 5 shots from each spot behind the arc, and I go up to shoot, and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" I go, "What?" He said, Why are both your hands on the out ends of the ball? You have to put your palm in the middle and like shoot and just like flick and follow through." And I go, "What?" So he shows me, and I do the difference, and it feels different. And he's like, "You have to let the ball roll off and make the last finger of your like touch the ball be your middle finger, so it releases like that." And I start doing it, and I'm making shots, and like I feel it, and I know it's going in. And I go, "What the fuck?" Like a whole new chakra unlocked, and it was crazy. So I've been shooting wrong for 23 years of my life, and it's kind of fixed now. I just gotta get into the muscle memory of shooting it
You
like that.
weren't bad for shooting with bad form.
That's what I'm saying. For shooting like a caveman, I was at
Yeah.
least hitting like 30%. Now I could probably hit like 40,
Dude,
maybe.
feeling good about your jump shot is like
Yeah,
a glorious feeling.
yeah, it
Dude, that's
is.
you should do like you should just get good at old head basketball now and just
I
play like your body's destroyed,
Yeah. What do you
and
think I
then
do?
well you're just gonna be gross when you're 40.
Well, dude, we played King of the Court today, so it was first off. this is where the story comes in. So it was me and my
Oh.
cousin, okay? And he's 19.
Is this the one that's an absolute menace, or is that the other one?
Robert is the one that's friends with Pat and Nick and Zach.
Robert.
Adrian's the one that plays basketball. He's the middle kid. Mikey's the one that sings. I feel like if you saw their face, you would know.
Yeah.
But he's the middle one. So we're playing
They're all cool.
basketball. Yeah, they're cool. They're all right. Shout out my family, I guess. But we're playing basketball, just us two, and then two other kids roll up. So after we're all done warming up and they're done warming up, they say you want to run twos. So it's me and my cousin versus them two. First off, they're gross, but they look really young. So Adrian talks to them and they go, "Yo, you're on the high school basketball team." To them, they go, "Nah, like just play for fun." He said, "Oh, what's your graduating class?"
Oh no.
The one kid said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a senior. I'm graduating class of 2026." What? 2026? I
Oh,
I
so he's a
heard,
junior.
yeah. And 2026, he's 17 years old now. He was born during the start of the recession.
That is nuts, actually.
He was born and YouTube was only 2 years old.
He was born and the Phillies had just won a world championship.
Yeah. And I heard 2026. I look at Adrian, I bury my hands in my face and I go, there's no fucking way I'm playing with a 17-year-old right now. In basketball. In basketball. But
Whoa, dude.
I go, dude, get the fuck home. Like, you have a bedtime. And he goes, why? When'd you graduate? I didn't even say it. Adrian said, oh, he graduated 2019. They look up. They go, oh my God, do you have a kid yet? Oh, dude.
Old ass man.
I said, what the fuck?
Dude,
They said,
did they also hit you with Kung Fu Panda?
no, this is worse. I would rather be racially profiled than aged like this. You're a minor. You can't even vote yet, and you're playing basketball. And they were cooking me. That's the worst part. I was getting cooked. I I had to tell a trusted adult. I didn't feel good. I
Dude, you
felt
might as
so
well
old.
shave your head and just be your dad.
Dude, I don't look like my dad. I this what is this? Libel? No. Slander?
What do you mean? Dude, please put a picture of your dad side to side.
I'm not putting a picture of my dad on the screen
Why?
because I don't want to be compared to him.
Because you were talking about like touching 17-year-olds like just a minute ago.
No, I didn't say that. I don't look like my. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna put a picture of my dad in the middle of the screen. If you're watching this, I need you to tell me right now in the comments.
You're gonna
Do
be
I
0
look
for
like my
2.
dad? Do I look like my dad? Please don't troll me. I don't. I need the answer to be no. I don't look like him.
You're setting yourself up for failure, dude.
Okay, ready? Cause here, ready,
Headphones off. Oh
gentlemen.
my god, it's spot on, dude.
No, it's not. Well, you look like your dad.
All right.
Yeah, your dad's cool and handsome. That
Yeah.
sucks.
I also came from his loins. Of course I look like that, dude.
I was adopted, so I shouldn't look like my dad. I wasn't adopted.
I was gonna say, did your dad have you give you away and then adopt you because you look just like your dad? That would be brutal. It's like getting dropped off and then them being like, you know what? Fine,
Fuck,
we'll
fine.
we'll take him.
Yeah. No, I don't look like him. I look like my uncle on my mom's side, but not my dad. Even my mom says I don't look like my dad. So I believe my mommy instead of you. So fuck you.
I got something
Anyways,
for you back here. It would have been cool if you pulled out a gun.
I'm thinking about buying one for my birthday. Not actually. I want to go to a shooting range though.
Why? In case like another 17-year-old insults you at the basketball court.
Yes.
Who
That
was that
would
Kung Fu Panda?
officer, you don't understand. He called me old. I had to.
Dude, these kids are getting under your skin.
Whatever the opposite of shout out is, talk in, whisper in those guys.
You're whispering in those guys.
Oh, stop.
I'm repeating what I hear. I'm just
You
being a
and
parrot.
you and Kevin are the same person. You, yeah, yeah, you're a Kevin variant.
No.
You know how we were talking about
Kevin
variants last
variant?
week? Yeah, you're not even yourself, and he's not an ant
That's
variant. You're a
crazy.
Kevin variant.
Thank you, dude. I love Kevin.
If you cut your hair a little bit more and grew facial hair,
Kevin has a deeper
you
voice than me.
yeah, then just deepen your voice a little bit.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Um,
Kev, he's dead, dude.
I thought, dude, if he walks in the room right now, I'm gonna get so hyped. Um, what are we talking about?
Let's sum up so far in the first session. I'm old. I was a bad child. I committed forgery.
I know. What do you think? How do you think you can prepare yourself to be ready for more like 17 to 15-year-old kids? Because they're so good at bullying. How are you gonna prepare?
Um,
Or can you not?
I really can't because here's the thing, and because we were good at this when we were younger too. When someone, especially older, would take the bait and snap back at you, they're so good at immediately pointing out your flaws and just using that, saying that right away. Like, for example, for you, it would be like,
What?
no, I'm kidding. I would say to them, "Oh, you guys are like 17 years old. Fuck you." I'd be like, "Whatever, Tubbs." That would break me. If someone called me Tubbs, it would break me.
Tubby? Dude, do
Yeah,
you remember in like elementary school there was that animated movie like Tubby the Tuba?
no, that's
That's when
not a thing.
it was. And it was like this dancing tuba who was fat. And like that made me love the word tubby so much. I started calling my dad Tubby all the time back home as like a third grader. And I think that's like my bank username my dad made because he made my account.
Yeah,
So he made it fat bastard. So
that's
every time
crazy.
I go to log into my yeah, every time I log into my bank, I have to type in fat bastard and then my
Yeah.
password and then I get in. But I think
Mm.
it's that stems from me calling him Tubby from like the time
It's
I
like
was like this
yeah,
big.
it's a little revenge. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of when you log into your bank account, you know what's so weird? When I type in my checking account number and my password, it always comes up incorrect. You should tell me yours and see if it also comes up incorrect. Like you should tell me
Oh,
right now.
do you do you think it has something to do with fitness?
Dude, I'm gonna try and slow it down. I swear to God, I started saying what's fitness, but my mouth quivered.
I with fitness? I would have ruined you, dude.
Something in the back of my brain just went, wait, wait.
You're like you're a sleeper agent and you woke up when you
Yeah,
were in fitness.
yeah. I went, what? Ooh.
No, no, no. Wait,
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 wait. Yeah,
wait. Dude, Cade is so good at hitting me with those.
really?
Yeah. Do you remember that one time he tripped and fell on ice sticks?
No?
Really?
Ice
When I
sticks?
when I ice
No!
stick my fucking you got got. You got got. Oh no. Oh, get out. Just walk out. All right, guys. And best friend that's
Oh my God.
punishing himself in the doorway over there.
I'm cutting all that out.
You're not cutting that out. You cut that out.
I thought you were trying to say if we went ice skating, so that's why I repeated it. That's why it
Dude,
actually got me.
you. Oh,
But at
man.
the same time, I felt like I started realizing it as soon as I was saying it, but it was too late. And that sucks.
What happened to that part of your brain? Was it on vacation?
Dude, I think that my part of her brain was also like, what the fuck is ice sticks? It genuinely wanted to know.
Dude,
That sucked.
that's the trick to pulling that off. You have to fool the deeper, like more lizard part of your brain that's like trying to protect you.
Like your id and your ego. You don't know what that
Yeah,
is,
wait,
dude.
you said your ego?
Your id and your ego. Isn't that what psych is?
Yeah, I did not do well in psych. I think my teacher was too beautiful.
Same. But
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
didn't
never
hear,
mind.
wasn't
I got a
hearing any
4 on
words.
that test.
I think I got a 5 because that was the easiest fucking test ever. No offense. I said no offense, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Dude, you want to know something funny? I got a 4 on environmental science.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's good.
got a
No, it's not good.
like my whole life, and I got a 4 on it.
Yeah, but that could be like subjective essay writing.
It was, dude. They asked me this question about. I still remember the question. It was like had to do with whales, and
Like the country or the animal. The animal makes more sense now that I'm saying it out loud.
I like that your mind went to the country though. That's fun.
Little Nordic vibes. Go ahead.
Uh, but it was like, what are some steps that you could take to help save these whales? The rest of the test, the rest of the test was just so hard that when I got to that, I was under like duress. And I
Yeah.
was just like, fuck, man, like
Yeah.
I'm so stressed I couldn't think. So I just
Yeah.
wrote like the stupidest things about whales. Like, oh, we should put fucking
They have blowholes.
they have blowholes. We should clean their blowholes.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no golf balls getting stuck in their blowholes. No, it was bad. And then I knew walking out of there that I got a 4, and I did get a 4. And I was like,
That's better than someone, I don't know, completely random example, declaring a major in accounting and having to be good with numbers and then taking the AP test and getting a 1 because they didn't pay attention all year. But that's random. That was random. Like on the AP test. That was random.
this doesn't feel random.
No, because I obviously scored higher than a 1.
Did you get a 2
I got a 1.
on accounting?
No, on the AP stats test.
Oh, dude, stats is understandable. That was bullshit.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know what he was talking about for a full year.
Dude, okay. He would pull out his guitar and start singing. And I'd be like,
Dude,
hey, what's a binomial like function, please?
you were taking a test after school for him, and you were the only one in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and like you were taking a while, right?
Yeah, and then he brought his guitar out from his office in the back and just started playing like country songs and Bruce Springsteen. Like he was giving me walkout music. Dude, I have a 74 in your class. I'm sorry, but I need help. Like
People
what?
loved him too. Like he was like decent to talk to, but
Yeah.
who cares? Like you're supposed to help us, and he would, dude. You would get to the class, and he'd be like, "All right, there's this problem you're gonna do today. Figure it out."
Yeah, it would just
You'd be
be the
like,
whole 40-minute period.
yeah. And who do you think I am? Like fucking Will Hunting from Good Will Hunting? Like I'm not just
Yeah.
gonna walk in here and be like,
Oh, it's
right,
obviously you have to. Yeah, like
writing shit
what?
on a chalkboard, and like, dude, yeah.
To
Do
be
you
fair,
remember?
it
Well,
was
there you
a
go.
it was a bunch of like we were all like best friends in high school, and we all sat in the corner in the back. It
That
was
was
a
very
recipe for
nice.
disaster.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could have done better if I tried.
Yeah, whatever.
But dude, do you remember when one of our friends in this was AP Chem?
I did
I
not
think
have
it
AP
was.
Chem.
It was with that golf guy, golf teacher, coach. Um, but he,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm talking about? And one of our friends stole the he stole the
Yeah,
like the literal
yeah.
final
The answer key.
because he left it on the table. So like
Yeah,
can't blame
yeah. No,
so
you
and
gotta
so.
respect the hustle almost.
Yeah. And then we all put the answers in our graphing calculators and just ripped like fucking 98s on it. And then he
I,
got caught, and he was the only one that
yeah,
failed it.
I wasn't in AP Chem, but I do know that story, and that's a W for you guys. I
Huge
remember
dub.
in AP US too, AP US history. Again, I'm bad at history, but we had an open book final, which is fine, but we also made a Google Doc with the whole class. So everyone would basically type in, "Hey, what's the answer for number 7?" And you would just like
Oh,
type,
during the test?
"Yeah,"
That's
because you have your
fire.
laptops and stuff. And then I think Pat asked to go to the bathroom and left all the tabs open. And our teacher came over because she, I guess, thought something was fishy. Dude, everyone just had fear in their eyes and clicked out of the Google tab right away so your name wouldn't pop up. And we just got back to our like typing, but we weren't caught or anything like that. And everyone got 100, so it was fire.
Wait, what class was this?
APUS too.
Karkidi?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, she in my class the one time, the same person who I'm talking about who stole the
You're gonna have
answers,
to text me who I forget who it was, but okay.
but he went up to go to the bathroom in like this same exact situation. I don't know if it was the final or just like one of Karkidi's tests, but you know how she would walk around like every once
Hmm.
in a while? Well, his laptop was open to a Quizlet, and she like looks at it and like giggled and just closed out of it and then walked away. She just didn't care. It was so funny.
That's
That's like,
actually funny.
and like respect to her as a person
Yeah,
because she has the fucking like understanding that
yeah,
this is just a history class. This isn't like make or break for these kids' futures. Why am I
yeah,
gonna like ream somebody out, ruin
yeah,
their week,
yeah,
ruin their like academic future over
yeah.
nothing?
That's the
And
perfect way to
like
put it.
respect, you know?
Yeah.
Also, like she has every right to like fuck with them too and just like
Yeah.
close the tab.
She's just trolling him. That's so funny. Because
So
at the
funny.
end of the day, it's like, in a twisted way, I feel, I mean, I'm not a teacher, but I feel that if a teacher saw, I mean, cheating's bad, but like, that just means a person really wants to pass your class that bad because their grade means that much to them. You know, and also it was just normalized. Everyone cheats, especially after COVID. Dude,
Oh yeah.
even in college, I mean, we went back to in person, even the professor stopped giving a fuck. They're like, it's open book. I don't care. You know? So
That's the way it should be. It's like never in the real world would you like not have resources
exactly, yeah.
unless you
Yeah.
were like stuck in the desert and then they were like, what's
Yeah.
7 times 40 I minus X? And you have to do algebra in the desert. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Were you good at times tables when you were younger?
I was competent. I was
Okay.
pretty decent.
So that's a no. You could just say no.
No, I was good. I wasn't my
I really? You were good? Because I was
yeah.
fucking elite at them. I peaked
What?
in third grade, so
That's a flex, actually.
the
Huge flex.
little scratch and stiff Snickers. Wait, what?
Dude, remember those
Scratch and
markers?
sniff Snickers.
Remember those markers that smelled like fruit?
The Mr. Sketch markers?
Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those like they would smell the same way that the dentists like remember that artificial shit they would
Yeah.
put on the
Like the
tray?
fluorine?
Oh, so good, dude. I would
Yeah.
always get the grape one
Mm-hmm. No,
or the
you know what was good?
banana.
Every year, without fail, because I would lose it the year prior, I would buy a new Choco calculator from the Scholastic Book Fair. Every year. Because
Those kind of smelled icky, man.
that and a pointer finger, you're crazy. That smelled like milk chocolatey goodness.
No, I would
Like
just
a
get a flip
Godiva.
phone. I'll get a flip phone eraser.
That's how I know you were privileged growing up.
The calculator had to be more, dude. That was like $1. I bought the dollar one and it was like twice and then would like lose it. That was fun, man. You were
Yeah.
like, that was like, you were just getting accessories. You were like
Yeah.
a 2K player and you were
That
just like
was
spending all your VC.
that was thrifting before thrifting, you know?
Definitely not thrifting.
Okay, that wasn't thrifting. That was, dude, I don't know. It's my birthday. Shut up.
What?
I don't know,
You
dude.
can't use that yet.
You have like 3 days. You can't use that.
Well,
It's not even closed.
if you used it today, then you can't use it on your
All
birthday.
right, I don't use it today.
You're taking a mulligan.
It's not even a mulligan because I didn't use it.
It is a mulligan because you did use it,
Okay, so I mulligan it, I
but now
guess.
you don't
Shut
have a
up.
mulligan either.
For today until it resets in 52 minutes on a new day.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't have
not.
to mulligan anything.
All right, dude.
Also, let's just give a disclaimer. First off, the first part got cut off because we lost track of time. Happens when you're having fun. Yeah. Um, I don't hang out with 17-year-olds. Stop painting that picture.
I didn't paint that picture. You did that.
No, I did.
You said you were at the park with 17-year-olds. That's all we're
No,
saying.
no, 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 no. I was playing basketball with my cousin, and two kids
Then
happened to play basketball with us.
yeah, so I didn't say anything.
Whatever, dude. Move on. Dude, move on. I want to put Nair in your shampoo bottles.
That would be a sick prank.
That's a good bit. That's
Making your boy
a
go permanently bald.
Oh, it's permanent?
Uh,
No.
no, it can't be. It can't be. It
I
can't
was
be.
gonna say that seems impossible.
Dude, my boss said that one of his friends paid him one time like $20 to rub that all over his back because he had like a
Ew.
silverback gorilla type back.
Yeah.
I would not do that for $20
No, not at all. I feel like it's also painful coming off.
for the person naring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naring is daring. I've heard it burns.
That's kind of fire.
That is fire.
That might be the title of the
Naring is daring.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, but he said like one, it wasn't worth the money. Duh, that's not enough money.
Yeah.
And two, he was like, because it like melts the hair off.
Yeah. Yeah, it
So
burns.
oh, and he's saying he was wearing gloves, and the gloves were just fucking. It was like covered. It was like being covered in mud.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
That's why just get waxed. Would you get waxed?
would I?
Do you
I
have
probably
enough like body hair to get waxed?
probably on my ass, but that's about it. I mean, these guys are pretty hairy,
All right,
but
yeah.
like, why I would never wax my legs unless I
No,
was
no, like
trying to
if I
like.
if I paid you $50 to get a full body wax
No,
and
no,
paid
that
for the
is
wax.
no.
What do
That's
you
not
mean?
$50 for just
And to
excruciating
pay for
pain
the
from.
wax. It's a free wax and $50 additional cash.
I think the wax is like a downside. I like having hair on my body
Why? It
because
doesn't
I'm
do
an
you do
animal.
anything with it?
It serves functions. Yeah,
Like what? You're in California. It's 80 fucking degrees. You don't need warmth.
it's not for warmth. It's drip.
It's cosmetic. You got back bling and it's just your hair.
It's just hair. Like, look at that shit.
Oh,
No,
that's so gross.
the only thing. This is funny. The only thing that I ever shave is like
Oh.
the spot right here in
Your
between my
sternum?
chest because it gets just enough hair to look like pubes on a toilet seat.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gross.
that's so
But it does.
gross.
So then I like shave it, and then I have a normal fucking torso. But if I
Yeah.
don't shave it, it looks like gross.
Dude, I wish I could grow hair. I
Me
wish I could
too.
grow a mustache. I wish I could grow a beard. I wish I could grow chest hair. I don't even have anything on my arms or my legs. Like I have a little bit, but not really.
It is
When I was,
cool how
go ahead.
you just like you're just adapted like that. You're just adapted differently.
I guess.
Well, you don't need it. Like, there's no reason to grow hair there
Why do you need to grow hair?
because I like it.
Okay. You know what's funny? I told my sister that the she hasn't watched any of the new episodes since we have redone this,
It's probably a
rebranded.
good idea.
Well, no, because she was like, I don't want to hear about my brother doing disgusting things with his friend on YouTube. And I said, fair.
I
I
can't believe
said,
anybody does, to be honest.
yeah.
But
She was like, so you're saying it's better now? It's more appropriate? I go,
yeah,
well, yeah, it is.
it is.
But there's always, a couple that can slip through the crack when it's funny. Like for example, you just saying you have pubes on your chest. Like
But that's my pube, not yours. That's like her brother's friend's pubes, not her brother's
we're
pubes.
oh, thank you for the
So she
clarification.
doesn't even have to think about her brother's pubes. You know what I
Just her
mean?
brother's friend instead.
Friend's pubes on his chest.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah, yeah. So it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. So I think Bella can get at least this far into the series
And then she can
and
turn it off.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally understand getting the ick about that. Like I wouldn't watch it if. Yeah. Oh man, no.
But yeah, but it was funny sometimes.
It was funny for me and you, yeah,
Yeah,
and allegedly like some individuals who watched it.
right.
But I
One of
mean,
them, dude, one of the ones that are unlisted now, that still has the most views. I mean, the most views. None of them are a lot. Thank you for watching, but none of the
thank
views
you
are
for
a lot.
watching.
The one had 80 views, and it was like the very first one that we did in
Oh yeah,
person. And I'm just like, why did I, when I sent this link out, why did you actually click on it? You know what I'm saying? At
yeah.
least
Well,
this
I
one,
mean,
like, I promoted on Instagram and TikTok. Our clips do decent on TikTok.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is about as organic of a growing of an account and presence as you can be, because
yeah.
neither of us are famous or, anything like that.
And we're not paying for like promotions
That's what
ever.
I'm saying. And
Yeah,
it's just fun. It's just for us.
yeah. I missed the hanging out ones, dude. That was
I
really
know.
fun.
I know. In the basement.
It was also easier to like talk and flow off each other because there's no delay.
I know. Dude, sometimes I'll be on, now that you bring that up, sometimes when I'm like starting a bit on my end or when I'm like leading up to a joke and I'm just sitting here with a smile on my face, I'm like waiting for you to answer. And then 5 seconds later, you're like, ah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God, dude, that delay is
Yeah.
crazy.
Or like I'll like stifle a laugh because
Yeah.
I'm like, is he gonna keep talking? So I'll be like, you know, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still going, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I mean,
think we're making it work.
this is as good as it gets.
Yeah. For now. For now. What's your progress with that Boston job?
I still haven't heard back from them. They're doing interviews all throughout April still, so I probably wouldn't hear from them until May.
Oh
But
shit.
I mean, the way I look at it, it's like it's win-win no matter what. If I get the job, sick, builds my resume a little bit more in the environmental realm. If I don't get it, I will not work as much. I'll probably make more money at a restaurant or a cafe and I'll work less, make more, have more time to dick around with my friends, which is like all I want to do in Boston.
Mhm.
I'll have more time to do the things I care about and I won't have to worry about taking time off because it's like not a serious job.
Yeah. Yeah.
But regardless, if I did get the Boston the Audubon job there, it would be super cool because just them as an organization, I really support what they're all about.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I'm working with their like national branch right now, so it would just look good to
Yeah, definitely.
kind of stay with the same nonprofit. But yeah, it's what it is. And how's your job search going? That was good.
Thank you. I finished 3 rounds with a company. They seemed to like me. One was a phone, one was in person, and then one was uh Microsoft Teams with 6 people. And then they asked me to send them references for them to contact. And I did, and that was maybe last Wednesday or last Tuesday. Still haven't heard from them.
That's kind of normal for the references, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take it like also it's just a weekend, so maybe they'll probably contact me tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah,
But dude, I guess I'm just not used to an interview process for a job where I have no in with because the jobs I've had already have either been retail part-time or I just had someone I knew who just got me the job.
yeah.
This is a very long process and it sucks. And kind of
Well,
frustrating honestly if I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Just because why is it taking so long? I get you have to do background checks and everything, but I don't know. At least give me more updates. If they ask me for a fourth interview, I might just bill them for my time, just get paid. Like I
Yeah,
might as
that
well just clock in.
3 is nuts.
Yeah.
Like I feel like with 3, it's like you better fucking give me this job.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the third one, just tell me yes or no. Not, oh, we have more stuff to do.
When you say there were 6 people in there, was that 5 other like 4
Yeah.
other applicants and then the guy?
Me, a what's the word called? Oh, presidents have it on the debate moderator. Sorry. English is
Okay.
my second language. Me,
You
um, yes, it is. For this birthday week, it is. Me, a moderator, uh, one of the co CEOs, two managers, and then another hiring
Jesus
person.
Christ, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I got grilled by the fucking Supreme Court
For what
for
is it? Wait, is this a
a forty
startup?
thousand dollar job. And it kind of customer servicey, which I'm used to. At least with this job, it seems better than me working for like a sports betting company. That's not important.
Yeah.
And again, just also just getting hired somewhere. But I get having to be diligent, but bro, it's been like a month of this process.
Yeah, that's insane. It would have
Yeah,
been cooler if they got like one person who's the CEO or whatever, and then 5 of you guys in a room, and they just were like Hunger Games style. You
yeah,
have to make this like a world like a Call of Duty. Like
yeah.
you just have to make each other cry.
Oh,
It's
like
just
a
like
lobby.
like an Xbox chat,
Yeah.
and it's like whoever's not crying at the end wins.
I thought you were gonna say like do a magic trick and he's most impressed by advances.
You have to impress them over Zoom.
Yeah,
What would you
somehow.
do?
Um, I got you. I
The
should do
shredder?
something. The shredder would be a good one, except I have something even better. I would take this pen. Here we go. Hello, sir. My name's Marco. I'm a potential candidate for this position. I would really like to be hired by this company. I believe I'm a great fit. Let me impress you in 10 seconds. Can I
Prove
get
it.
a slow clap? I can't hear the claps. I think your mic's just not picking it up. Just say clap, clap.
Clap, 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 clap. Oh, oh,
Thank you.
oh.
Thank you.
Dude, he's queasy and just
Oh,
pukes.
yeah.
That's fucking gross. You're fired.
He does the thing in Gladiator where he's like, no,
No,
fuck no, dude,
no.
no, don't do that again. Security in my own house.
Your dad busts in the room, just tackles you.
Stop mentioning my dad. I can't take it. You're
We can't
obsessed.
keep getting away with this.
No.
Dude, if you hit that right now, that would have been fresh.
No, I like this shirt.
I know. That's why it would have been even cooler. Doing that to a cool shirt is like way better.
Wait, one time I did that when the Sixers lost the playoffs last year to the Knicks. I was so sick of Tobias Harris. My mom bought me a shirt, like a bad shirt of his 3 years ago that I just like kept away in my bureau. I literally had to take it out and blow the dust off of it. I put it on for that game as a symbol of like, yo, if we lose, thank God Tobias Harris won't be on my team. The second we lost, he had 0 points in an elimination game, by the way, in like a game seven. 0 points on two shot attempts. Dude, I just Hulk like the Venom suit, like just coming off of me. Just ripped that shirt and threw it in the trash. It felt therapeutic.
Yo, a hot take here. It's not Tobias Harris's fault. Too much was expected of him, and they gave him way
Way
too
too
good of a
much money.
contract
For
for
sure.
no reason.
For
Like,
sure.
great player if he has the role that's like limited, and if you want 12 like 6 and 6 out of him every night,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
actually more. Like he'll do like 15, 6, and 6, which is great, but not for somebody you just paid $120 million.
for 5 years. It's crazy we didn't even trade. He lived throughout his whole contract. And at the time, I will say, he like people weren't mad that we kept him over Jimmy Butler. Like his stats were good. He just never improved at all and showed no signs of wanting to. Don't get me started. All Me and Kevin last night or 2 nights ago got so high that we wanted to watch a movie. Usually we order food, we smoke, and then we watch a movie. But nothing felt right movie wise. You don't want to force a movie, obviously. So I
Mhm.
just turned to him, I go, can you put on Joel Embiid highlights? we just like we watched Embiid highlights, and then we just watched everyone's. We watched a couple like last week. We watched Prince Fielder home run highlights. We
Ooh,
watched Kyrie Irving highlights on the Celtics, dude. So gross.
he's so dirty.
Yeah, we just went down the YouTube rabbit hole for sports. It's we're old. That's all I'll say. We're just
Dude,
old.
know what's a really fun one? Kevin Durant college highlights.
Ooh.
The man was a man amongst boys. It's silly, dude. Because nobody stop that. Nobody can contest a shot.
Yeah.
He's faster than other people,
Yeah.
and he's just like clearly a fucking NBA player at the age of like
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
It's so icky. You should definitely check that one out.
Yeah, I'm not too. I only watch college basketball for March Madness, but I would watch like superstar highlights of college.
Yeah, it's
That sounds
cool.
cool.
It's
Yeah,
cool seeing them like, especially because college is so much more team focused
yeah, like
and
system.
yeah, and like they play you differently. Like
Yeah,
it's not always man. Like you'll be in a zone sometimes. Like Syracuse
yeah,
used to run a zone defense,
yeah.
but it's cool stuff.
I I forgot to mention the best one. I only feel patriotic, especially recently during the Olympics
Mm.
and the USA basketball men's team in the semifinals against Serbia and Jokic, and then in France in the finals against Wemby and Gobert. Dude, Kevin put those on. It felt like I was watching for the first time again. I was getting so hype. And Steph Curry is just one of the greatest players I've ever seen on the planet. And he's so good and clutch. And it was just awesome. Like, that's all I can say. It was just awesome.
I didn't watch a second of the Olympics. Was it actually good? Like were the games
Really?
competitive?
The games leading up to it weren't like they were okay. We weren't blowing anybody out like we used to. I think the world has caught up to basketball a little more.
Hmm.
But we went down like 17 or 18 to Serbia at halftime
Oh
or in
shit.
the third quarter. And I hope you believe me when I say this. This is true, but like Joel Embiid brought them back into that game, and so did Steph. And then when we were close, then like LeBron, KD, and Steph took over in the
Hmm.
Serbia game, and that was awesome. And then in the France game in the finals, I mean Curry was just unconscious. He's just so good. Not to bore anybody with our little sports segment, but Steph Curry, man, so inspirational. I don't know what else to say. He's just so good.
I'm sure we're not really boring people. I don't think the most intellectual types are watching this podcast.
That's true. Hey, that's not true.
Well, I'm just saying
Yeah, fair enough.
the odds that they like basketball are higher than the odds that they like astrophysics.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, it was a time. It was really fun. Anyways, go
Are
ahead.
you a Ben Stiller head?
Um, I enjoy some of the work he's done. I've never seen Zoolander,
Mm.
but he also is the writer of Severance, and I really like that show. You watch Severance?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was the first television I've watched since COVID.
It's, dude, I can't believe this is the first time we're talking about Severance. We've been doing this for a month. For some
So
reason,
good.
I thought you were just like too hick to watch that. I didn't know you got cable out there. But
I was watching it on like an illegal website,
yeah,
and literally the first series I've seen since COVID, and it was
you're caught up.
I finished it. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
yo,
awesome. It was so
dude,
good. We should save
Yeah,
The
I agree.
severance for because we could talk about this for like 20 minutes.
We could do a severance episode. No, that's
There's
good to
a
know though.
there's
I'm
a
gonna write
lot of
that
things
down.
we could talk about.
I know, I know. You have to go,
Uh,
right?
yeah. Any
All right.
closing remarks?
Uh, I don't think so. I know Pat and Kate really want to do an episode, so we should try. I mean, text them whenever and try to do it. That would be awesome to get some more friends on here, some more guests. But
Yeah,
always
that'd be
good
nice.
talking to you. I think I have. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have some stuff to talk about next week because I think my sister's taking me out for my birthday with a couple of
Nice.
our friends from home, and then me and Kevin are watching that new Michael B. Jordan movie on Tuesday, Sinners. I heard it was really good.
Hmm.
So probably talk about that next week, but
Is it the
save it all for
vampire
next week.
movie or something?
Yeah, yeah, it looks intriguing.
It's weird,
It's got
yeah.
good views, but yeah, I'll save it for next week. What are you up to? Like, what are you doing?
Um, Nothing crazy. I've just been doing a lot of like wildlife photography, which has been fun.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. Um, just been doing a ton of birding and
Mm,
I have like wildlife cameras set up. So like I have one right outside my window here and like it's just sick seeing like foxes, coyotes, like full blown
yeah,
mountain lions
yeah,
walking right by my window. It's really cool.
that's cool.
Um, but yeah, I've just been into the animals a lot recently, so hoping to
Nice.
see some more stuff in the. I'm only here for like 2 or 3
Oh
more weeks.
yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
then I'm driving back, so I'll see
Yeah,
you soon too, which is
yeah, for
nice.
sure, for sure. Yeah,
And
definitely want to take that all in. I get it.
I'll obviously talk to you before then. But happy
Yeah,
birthday!
thank you.
Enjoy
Appreciate
your
it.
the rest of your K drama and your anime.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you next week or probably throughout this week. But have fun, man. Love you always. Good
Love you,
talking to you.
dog. Good
Peace. Thank you
talking.
for watching episode 6.
Boop,
See you
boop.
next week. Bye.